Turkey is a key player in the industry. What unique challenges and opportunities do you see for cryptocurrency platforms within the LATAM region?
Yes, for sure. LATAM region is leading the adoption in terms of crypto exchanges or crypto, right? And being a crypto exchange in Brazil, it's really important. We are playing a major role, especially people that are, putting their money into US dollars, the famous Tether, right? So that way they uh, can purchase abroad or even have an asset where it's not devaluating within the inflation. So we see a huge adoption because of it, and more people are willing to put a little bit of risk in the industry. And the other thing in Brazil is we are very tech savvy. The Brazilians like to explore. They spend a lot of time in our internet. So this is also a key point for us. This is why it's so important for us to have local presence and build our business here.
Great, that's a great answer. And it must be interesting as well because right now, there certainly will be even more instability within the major currencies of the world. So I guess cryptocurrency could possibly also offer what could seem to be a safe haven.
Yes, as you said, the I think nobody had thought about this war that we're having, the tariffs wars. We haven't seen the U.S. Having such a very different approach in terms of like being the global uh, country that they are in a sense of like power. So I think everybody's just like backing off and say, okay, what's next? So this is where the turmoil comes, and I think will be affecting everyone. So that way, not only for Brazilians but for the entire Latin America, uh, how people can, pass through this. I think the answer is going to the U.S. dollar itself, being the biggest um, or the powerful currency, but also going to Bitcoin, for example, which it's proven to be. Some people say that is the digital gold. So there is ways where people are trying to, just accumulate and not lose over time.
Which is very understandable.
Yes.
Okay. And then also, I'd like to ask you, what role do you think user education and awareness play in the growth of cryptocurrency adoption across LATAM? And how can platforms such as yours enhance this?
Okay. So in Latam, we have a desperate need of education overall. This is not only for crypto, this is not only for iGaming, as you are here, but also for finance. People, they need to know how to manage their money. And so this is where we play a role to, of course, explain our platform, explain what's out there for them, and for them to see there's a new world out there. And there's a global world, in terms of crypto. It's so amazing, when you go to crypto conferences and you meet so many amazing worldly people. And when people tap into that technology, they're already part of this community. So this is where we intensified our educational efforts here in Brazil.
Right. Yeah. That's very interesting. I certainly agree with you about that. How would you then navigate the diverse regulatory environments within LATAM to ensure the smooth operation of your trading platforms whilst ensuring the trust of your customers, of your clients?
Okay, that's a great question. Usually, we say that technology comes before the regulatory uh, scenario. So we saw this in iGaming, in Brazil specifically, where uh, the society organized themselves, where we could have the iGaming, the boosting iGaming industry, but regulated. And I see the same path for crypto. We're in the gray zone, which I think the iGaming already went through that, and we're being through that right now. We're going through it, and I see with good eyes. This is a way that we see that there is major adoption, and people are actually seeing not only the you know odd some odd Bitcoin from fanatics. It's something that's it's here to stay. So I see with positive eyes when it comes to regulatory schemes. It's just a way or a matter of how it's going to be implemented, and that's when we are a little bit hesitant, and we wanted to talk to as much as people possible. And I think this is part of the education.
How long do you think, because the regulatory processes are notoriously slow here in Brazil, how
Yes.
long do you think it will be before you have a stable, defined regulatory environment for
Okay,
cryptocurrency?
it's very interesting because every 6 months they say that the regulation is going to come out. So I've been here this for the past 2 or 3 years already. We're still waiting, uh, but I would guess. I would say I don't have this answer, but I would guess that we'll see this in the next year or so. Um, it could be, there's different uh, things that are there to be explored in a sense of like, okay, is this a priority for the government or not? So it's just depend on the political agenda, but we're here just to waiting on them and seeing as much as we can to be compliant in the region.
You're a very patient man. So finally, looking ahead, what technological advancements or industry trends do you believe will be pivotal for the future growth of cryptocurrency platforms here in LATAM?
Okay, very interesting question. When we see AI boosting and growing, not only affecting the iGaming, but also the crypto exchange or crypto industry, if I'll say that way, I think this is going to pivot the way we see it and how we see it. We're seeing robots already trading. So this is kind of scary. And I can say it's scary not only for trading, but also all the other industries as well. So I think when it comes to that, we're gonna see a huge growth of like actual integrating within crypto and AI.
Do you think human beings will be able to keep up?
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
Yes.
In my perspective, yes. I would think it's every change. It demands organization, or it's hard, as we were talking about the tariffs. So it's like, okay, at first our impact is like, okay, what is this? And then slowly but surely we organize ourselves and see how we can cope and live with that. So I think when it comes to AI, it will be the same.